All right. Welcome back to the Let's See Where This Goes podcast. Again, that is not the official name. By the time this airs, it probably will not be that. But that's what we're going with. I am currently here today with
Amaris. Hey.
no last name, huh? You just
We got
straight first name.
Smith. I mean, Amaris is better, I think. Just leave it at that.
Is that Jamaican?
It's not. It's Hebrew.
See, what does it mean?
Whom God has given.
Oh, you know, I found out recently that my name, I'm not telling y'all my first name, but my first name means fertile plain. Make that make sense.
That is,
That literally is what my name
that
means.
is very interesting.
My first name means fertile plain.
I have so many questions. Like, how does a plane be fertile? Why does a plane need to be fertile?
Okay, I don't think we're talking about an actual airplane though. I just want to make sure you weren't talking
Totally.
about plane.
Yeah, because
I know how a plane can be fertile, but not an airplane.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that's where you was going.
that's where I was going, and I was like, why is it fertile plane? But like, you're talking about it.
I knew it. I knew that's what she was thinking. I was like, wait a minute. I knew it, bro. I was like, wait a minute.
I was like,
Wait a minute. I was like, well, we are done.
It's over.
It's no more.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for the episode.
Thank
We
you for coming to
appreciate
my
y'all
TED Talk.
attended.
What God has given. There we go. That's literally what my mind. I literally was thinking of a plane in the sky.
I'm out, bro. I don't even know where to go after that, bro. They ain't gonna trust nothing else she say after that. They gonna be like, we gotta make sure, we gotta clarify what she talking about
They
because
ain't trust me no more.
we talking about PLAIN. I just want to let you
Okay,
know.
there we go.
You understand now?
Slightly.
It's like I'm still on this dance. All right.
I just don't get what your name means. It's okay. It's not for everybody.
Fertile plain. This is all right.
I still, why?
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't even know, bro. All right. So who is Amber?
We gotta edit that part out.
No, we definitely keeping that in.
No, we cannot.
We are 100% keeping that in.
No,
What are
we
you talking about?
cannot. OMG.
So who is Amorous? Not mentioning, saying the 9 to 5.
Right.
Who is Amorous outside of that 9 to 5?
Outside of that, I am a creative. I'm a dreamer. I'm just a person who really wants to help people. Like, obviously, I think everybody knows this though. Everything you go through, I feel like points to purpose. And I've had my own personal struggles, like being a single mother and just growing up in the society in America. And I see so many things I want to change.
Okay.
And I feel like, my mom always told me where there's a will, there's a way. So
Of course.
I always feel like if I've never accepted what people give me. Like, oh, you got to take this. It's like, no, I could just create my own.
So you have standards. You're like, I want to do me.
Yeah, I want to, we create the world we live in. So many times people are like, oh, you just got to accept it. You don't. You can make your own reality.
Okay.
And your perspective shapes a lot of it. So.
Gotcha. So, but outside of the 9 to 5, what does Amorous do to take what she wants?
Outside of the 9 to 5, because the 9 to 5 stuff is like, those are the steps to get where I want. Because for starters, you need money. You need resources.
Of course.
So real estate is kind of like the avenue for those resources. So outside of my actual work, that's why I want to build.
I'm glad you followed the path I was trying to get you to.
Okay.
I appreciate it because
Okay.
you was about to go far left.
I wasn't.
And I'm trying to navigate you to the right.
Because when you ask who is Amorous outside of 9 to 5, I want to give you the essence kind of Amorous.
Gotcha.
We
Hey,
can veer
look, I
into.
understand. I have an essence too.
We all do.
I just don't know what that essence is. It's an essence.
It's just,
Yeah, it's just me being me.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I'm also clearly a little bit ditzy, so I'm really smart.
No.
I should
You
cut
definitely
part
proved that
out.
already. We have no doubt about that. You didn't have to tell us that at all. we was like, we gathered our own opinion off of your actions.
Pretty quickly.
So how long have you been in real estate?
I've had my license 2 years.
Okay.
I've been active like a year. Because first year was a lot of, I'm going to go through the training, but too scared to really do it. You know,
Gotcha.
make the calls and talk to people. So the year after that, which would have been 2022, was really when I kind of started.
Okay, so we're about the same. I got into real estate in about 2020. I figured out I didn't have my license, but I figured out a lot of things that I could do that did not involve my license. But then I have a mentor. She actually was like, "Hey, I think that you would be good in real estate, so you should get your license." And so I did. And so during COVID, I had a 9-to-5, but during COVID, I got my license. So I ended up getting my license in July of 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
So I got my license before you, because I got mine October of 21.
And yet.
And did literally like nothing. I think I got my first listing was like September of 22. So literally a year I did nothing.
I got my first listing. I got my first listing. So I got my license in June, July. I got my first listing in September, about September.
Yeah.
I came out ultra aggressive. That is my natural. I skipped a lot of training. So I work for JPAR and Associates. They are amazing with providing education that you need. Me, I said, okay, I'm going to go in and use what I think I need. And that was beneficial and detrimental at the same time. Because there was training and stuff that I should have taken and probably taken my time with instead of just jumping into it. That probably would have been so, because what it did was, I came out the gate aggressive. I came out the gate great. But then as we got further along, there were steps that I had to go back and take when you're talking about building your business. Because you are building a business from the ground up. It is not just about, you are a walking business. You know, and so I went into it, jumped in, was like, oh man, this is great. And then I had to backtrack.
Yeah. I'm doing a little bit of backtracking
too.
I think the one thing I really learned was there's a major difference between training and coaching.
Yes.
Because when I first got in, you know, I'm with Keller Williams, and Keller Williams is great for training. But then when I needed that extra, like coaching, there was no one there to call. So I learned now what I'm doing, like with you and other people's, I want to build a team, because that's what I feel like you need. That you really need something more hands-on, because you just.
So mine was opposite.
Out there.
I had a good coaching,
really,
but I didn't go to training. So she was the, and as we get through the episodes and stuff like that, you'll see her. She was amazing at coaching. And she was a perfect coach for me. She was like, I'm here if you need me, but I'm not going to coddle you.
I need her number.
I'll give it to you. I'm not going to step by, because I expect you to go to training. I expect you to do what you're supposed to do. And if you need me, I am here. And then she'll help you, but then she'll also pull you to the side and be like, hey, you know this information is available. You know, because I'm good at calling and texting and be like, hey, what you think? You know, and I know I got on her nerves like so much, because I know a lot of questions that I had, if I had gone through training and all that other stuff, I wouldn't have to. So I had great, you know, great coaching. I just skipped the training part. And so
literally the opposite.
And so what people forget is you are a walking business when it comes to real estate. You know, you literally have, because nobody knows what you do. If you come dressed like this and I come dressed like this, nobody knows what you do.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna be like, she's a real estate agent. So you literally have to worry about marketing. You have to worry about CPA, like when you get your money. You have to worry about you have to build your team. You have to find inspectors. You have to find photographers. You have to find
lender.
Yeah. You have to find, they're literally one of the things I say is that you have to build your team. And that is a key thing when you find people that, because you're the boss essentially.
You are.
And so you have to find people that are like, okay, I know what you want, and I'm going to put forward. Now I'm going to push what you want because you are the boss. So with that, give me one good and one bad lesson that you have that real estate has taught you.
Ooh. I don't know if I can categorize them as good or bad.
Okay, let's just qualify them. Let's just qualify them as lessons.
This one's kind of specific. So specifically to like lead generation.
Boy,
what I've learned.
Explain what lead generation is to people that's just,
the process of getting a lead. So whether you're calling for sell by owners, whether you're door knocking, whatever the case may be, as a real estate agent, your number one job is to find a lead. If you don't have any leads, you don't have any money, you don't have any business, you have nothing. So what I learned, I think, with lead generation, part of what I'm still learning is, it might sound wrong, but being a little more aggressive. Because you get discouraged easily. Like you call somebody, they don't answer, or you get one bad response and like, I don't want to call anyone else. I was stuck in a state of like fear for a long time because I hated making those calls.
Oh yeah.
I hated making those for sale by owner calls.
I still hate making them calls.
Still genuinely hate making those calls. So just the persistence and being a little more aggressive, like you sink or you swim. It's really like you eat what you kill. That's the industry.
I think one thing that helped me realize is this, that be more aggressive, is the fact that this is how you're going to eat.
Yeah. That's
like
it.
When you get into that mind frame of, so me, I want to retire off of real estate.
Exactly.
So when you get into that mindset of, this is my business, this is how I'm going to eat. The only thing that makes me not aggressive is you got to tell me I'm not interested. Don't call me no more.
Right.
Like blah, blah, blah. Other than that, if I see a window, I am going to keep calling. I'm going to keep texting. I am going to keep, we call it nurturing.
Nurturing.
Yeah, we call it, in real estate, we call it nurturing a lead. That basically means you shoot a text, you shoot a phone call. Hey, just checking in, seeing if you needed my help or seeing if you were still in the market. Until they tell you, don't call me no more, you still have to pursue that in real estate, because that is your lifeline.
What you do. Yeah.
And so that's what it taught me, because I was horrible at nurturing early on.
Yeah.
If I call Amherst and Amherst would tell me, oh, I'm not interested right now, but I might be in 3 months, my mind automatically put her in the back of the line.
She's done. Yep.
And so I was just like, nah, you're not ready right now. You know what I'm saying? And then I will forget. And I literally lost a client like that because, since she told me, I hit her up after like 3 or 4 months, and she was like, oh no, I already worked with another agent and already found a house because I hadn't heard from you.
And you know what taught me that? If you're not nurturing leads, like that's the business. That's the whole business. What taught me that was how many for sale by owners I would call, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I just signed with the agent.
Yep.
And you'll be I called like 100 for sale by owners, didn't get one listing. I'm like, this doesn't work. And I called a few more, and they're like, oh yeah, I just signed with the agent. I'm like, so somebody's getting these leads.
Somebody.
Like, it just ain't me. So you got to figure out what you're doing.
And so another way that agents get leads is by paying for them. And let's be for real.
You got to spend money.
So my mentor literally told me when I first got my license, or was in the process of getting my license, she said the first year is hard.
Yeah.
Because you are building your business. Again, nobody knows what you do.
Yeah.
So you have to go out there and hustle. So you have to hold open houses. I have agents that don't like open houses.
They're good.
I love open houses because I am a good in-person agent. Yep. I'm amazing at meeting you in person. And so I love open houses. I am horrible over the phone. I can't, because once you give me a rejection, my mind is like, okay, cool, bye.
Right.
But in person, I can fight because I can read body language. I can hear what you're saying. Yeah. You can see me and I can see you, and I can pretty much sell myself.
And people aren't as aggressive in person.
No, heck no. It's easy to be aggressive over the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not interested, and then hang up.
Yeah.
But in person, so that's why I love open houses. I love, once I got it down, and I'm the type where I have snacks, I have music. I have, I have the flags outside. I have like all of that because I want you to meet me. And the thing about open houses is this: as an agent, you're just using that to get your name out there. The chances of you actually selling that home is slim.
Yeah, you're not gonna sell that home.
But you're hoping is that that somebody comes in that doesn't have an agent, and you can help them, because one of the rules is if they have an agent, you're pretty much you can't you gotta leave it alone. So you're hoping somebody comes in, doesn't have an agent, or is, I ain't gonna lie to you, they're unsure about the current agent that they have.
And it's back to the nurturing, though. 'Cause
Yes.
if someone doesn't have an agent, they're probably not a serious buyer, but they're looking at houses, so they have the desire to buy.
Yeah.
So they're probably not going to be an immediate lead, but again, you have to,
Keep going.
you got to nurture them.
So when Amaris looks at real estate and where she is at, where does Amaris want to go with real estate? Like, what is the end goal? Like, is it just I want to get a check every once in a while, like, or is it you want to build the life that you want?
I want to build, honestly, I got into real estate because I wanted to do investment, like investing, and get investment properties, and then build communities. Like, it's really a whole game plan, but I wanted to get into sales and learn and build a database and a network, and then expand into the investing, and then potentially development. So it's a really big end game for me. I really didn't get into real estate just for the money. I wanted the generational wealth because I want
Let's be for real.
to give that to my family.
Let's be for real. Look, real estate is a cheat code.
It's
Real estate is
it's not going anywhere,
Real estate is, once I learned, I took the time out, I learned the ins and outs of real estate. I learned how to take land and go to a bank.
So much you can do.
I'm trying to tell you, like,
It's like,
I would tell anybody, like, even if you're not looking at selling houses, because selling houses and stuff is not for everybody, but when you get your license, you see you have a lot of options. It's not just about, so when people hear real estate, they tend to think, oh, selling houses.
Yeah.
There's a lot of job options. I get paid, I tell people all the time, I get paid just to open doors for other agents.
yeah.
Just to open doors. I don't have to sell the house. I don't have to do anything like that. But you get, you can say, hey, and does any agent, need any houses, shown it? And there's always an agent out there that's like, they can't make it, or it's out of area. They're like, hey, can you, and you get, so as long as you have your license, there's a lot of different options rather than just selling home. Just me, sure. I just love the selling home. So now, do you
property management?
Boy,
So much.
when I learned that you can make 80 to 90K a year just being a property manager, once you get your license,
it's half the time you can, you're living on the property, you're getting a cheaper rent. So
yep, you're getting cheaper rent, and then you have a team. So it's not like you're like property manager, and this is. When you're a property manager, you got to worry about the taxes. You got to worry about filling all this other stuff. But once you get into it, it's like, I almost did it. So with Amaris, she's a single mother. She's real estate. What's the difference between Amaris now that, how old are you?
31.
31. Oh,
Shut up.
You up there. Woo! At 31, what's the difference between Amaris at 31, Amaris at 21?
Oh, wow.
And then where do you see Amaris at 41?
Ooh, okay. Amaris at 21 was just, like any natural 21-year-old. I was just really green, I wanted more appearances then, and I wanted things quickly.
Okay.
I think Amaris at 31 is okay with building. And I wish I knew that at 21. But Amaris at 41, by 41, I want to be to legacy point or starting legacy point. Like I'm starting to build legacy. I don't want to still be building my own. I'm already kind of starting to do that because I have a son. So I'm already trying to set his future in motion. And that's my legacy basically. But yeah, by 41, I don't expect to have it all figured out, but I really want to be at least starting on that legacy point and have my businesses sustainable, like they're moving.
Yeah.
They're not going to be at their climax yet because that's only 10 years from now. But
you said only 10 years.
But when you talk about longevity, I feel like all the businesses we see, we don't realize they've been around 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years.
And I think the thing with real estate is it does take time.
Yeah.
Unless you're super lucky
Right.
And you get into it, and you get in a perfect world, you get your license, you get into the perfect situation as far as a brokerage, and then you just take off. That is the most amazing, perfect world. But we don't live there.
Even happen?
Yeah, we don't live there.
That doesn't happen. Yeah.
And so in my world, I want to be fully real estate in a couple years.
Yeah, I want to be
Fully, and I mean
sooner than
fully.
that.
Yeah, I'm being nice because we just had evaluations.
Okay, got it.
So,
I'm thinking like next year, only like
so
6 months.
So
8 months.
I want to at some point be fully real estate, have my own team. I have, I want to put everybody on. I'm glad at the point in my life to where now, where me being 39, if I was to do this at 25 or 30, my mindset would have been different. My mindset would have been just about what I can get out of it.
Exactly.
I didn't care about Amherst. I wasn't gonna care about nobody else. At the end of the day, it's gonna be like, how much money can I make? How much money can I do? Now it's more of how much money can I make, but who else can I put on? Who else can I work with? Who else can I share information with? I tell people all the time now, don't go pay for those classes that are available for free.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go pay. Like, I know people's like, oh, I'm going to pay $500 for this class or $600. Or you better hit Google and YouTube and then ask somebody around.
YouTube is a wealth of knowledge. Okay. We all know this,
But because what I found out was a lot of my information, what I do is, so early on, I would Google and YouTube. I'm up at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, YouTube, and I'm talking about taxes. I'm talking about CPAs, how to get tax breaks, because you need all of that, how to get your mileage and all that. And then when it comes to real estate, I have a mentor. She's been doing this for years and years and years. So I'll bounce information off like, hey, have you heard about this? What do you think about it? So you always do. I always recommend get you a mentor.
Yeah.
Get you somebody that's in this business and has been successful, so that way you always have that resource to say, hey, what do you think about this? Or somebody you can go to, because then she has corrected me like, okay, well, that's not 100% correct, but or in the midst of it, I have been able to, in the midst of a deal, because like, man, the deal right now, I have one right now, I have had to call and text her so many times because this is possibly the worst closing that I've had to deal with.
Or a seller?
Buyer.
Oh.
And this is possibly the most we literally, without going into details, we've literally had to set 3 different closing dates within the past month because of maintenance. Yes, because of things that have to be repaired. Saying things that appraisers. When you're talking about FHA and the things that FHA require, like all of these things that you find out and you're like, oh, I'm gonna close before Thanksgiving. Wait.
Hopefully we close before Christmas.
And then it was, we're gonna close a week later. And then I'm literally talking about, I found out yesterday that we were supposed to close on Wednesday. We found out, oh no, the appraiser came out and you're gonna close till maybe next week, and that's a maybe. And then you talking about, well, my client got to move out of his apartment by the 4th. It's a whole
stressful.
Yeah. So this is why I say I love real estate, and that also means I love the good and the bad that comes with it. It ain't all roses and sunshine. Like, oh, I love real estate. It means you got to come with the frustration too. The frustration of, I thought I had a check.
I would take that over the monotony of a 9-to-5 any day.
Oh yeah.
I would rather be on the phone with a lender and an appraiser and the other agent and getting fussed at by my client than
like now I'm good that I have lenders that I work with on call. I have photographer. I have another agent, and then another thing, I have a transaction coordinator. I hate paperwork.
Fancy.
If you ask me to do paperwork, it's going to be wrong.
I do my own paperwork.
Good for you.
No.
I don't. I'm sorry. I went through and I recognize my weaknesses.
We get a lot of help at Keller Williams.
We get help too.
So
but
they kind of
the transaction coordinator is basically, I have to initiate the first contract. So I have to write the initial offer.
Right.
because I have a license. After that, once it gets accepted, send it to her. She will schedule any photography, any inspection.
Are you serious?
Yes, she schedules. So what you do, this is why you build a team, because then you put your list together. She will call, and then she keeps everybody in line, and she'll be on here at some point. She keeps everybody in line with the dates on when stuff is supposed to be done, inspections, and she keeps all that. So
And
really,
the deadlines?
all the
So
every
you have
single
a stress-free
yes.
transaction.
Once you get through the offer, like the contract, and I like that. I like working with her because she understands me. Like I'm able to talk to her. She knows I hate paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she knows, she'll call me and be like, hey, blah, 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 blah. This and some people think I depend on her too much, but I'm like, it makes me better. I probably do, but she's good at what she does. You know what I'm saying? And so.
I hope you're paying her well.
I,
Why did he have to hesitate though?
what? Well.
He's not.
No. She gets paid, but I can't go into detail.
Okay, no details. No details.
And so no. I was tell anybody, if you don't like that part, get your transaction. I use Transactly. The place is called Transactly. She is great. Now you may not get her, but you can get somebody else. Again, because I'm not good at paperwork. I don't like paperwork. I don't like the details of paperwork.
It's very tedious.
Yes. Now my mentor has said, hey, buddy, you might want to go through the paperwork.
You definitely do.
She's like, you might want to go through the paperwork and at least make sure that it's. But she's so good at what she does. It's like
read your contracts. If you're an agent, come on, your job
Look,
is
I
to
care about-
advise the client. Like, read the whole contract. You
get
gotta read it from top to bottom.
I
Like,
understand
you gotta
it.
know the contract.
So to wrap this up, where anybody that's looking for an agent or anything like that, where can they find you at?
Agent Amorous is my Instagram. Should I spell Amorous, or is that put it in?
You definitely need to if you
Agent
want somebody to
Amorous.
find you.
Boom, he's gonna put it right there. No, Agent Amaris. It's really simple. Just Amaris. Agent Amorous. That's me on Instagram. Facebook is Amorous Letitia Real Estate. That's a little bit longer, but follow me on Instagram. You'll get to my Facebook. Just do the Instagram.
And we'll have her back again as the episodes and the season go on. We'll have her back and we'll get more in depth about our experiences, and as we go along in this, and as we get more experience,
all the money we make.
Yes, because at the end, I will tell anybody, like I keep saying, real estate is a cheat code to life. It is a cheat code, and I wish everybody in the world knew that and understood that.
I can't say this for sure, but I'm sure any person who has any significant amount of wealth has their hands in real estate.
Even the person that we work for, we know.
He just bought how much land?
95 acres.
Woo! 100 acres in Atlanta.
Real estate is it. So
you gotta have
appreciate you guys. Let us know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Tag her, look her up. She's great at what she does. Not as good as me, but she's good at what she does. She'll try to get to my level one day.
I keep up with them deadlines with no transaction coordinator. Okay, I'm the truth. Okay, I'm just shout out to his transaction coordinator. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one, y'all. Bye. I said bye like I'm getting off the phone. I said bye like I was getting off the phone. Like I just,